Okay, welcome guys, and looks like everything's got green lights. I always like it when I see the green lights. So welcome, my name's DasTactic. I'll be taking you through this launch, I guess, of the new DLC for Field of Glory Empires, which of course covers the Persian area. Hi Jaculus and anybody else that's joined us for this particular stream. I've been sort of holding back, actually. I'll just go back into the scenarios. So this is the new DLC, the Grand Campaign 550 BCE. We've been playing a fair bit of it over recent weeks, really, and I've also got a series on YouTube that I've been sort of putting up as well over the last couple of weeks. But I've been sort of avoiding playing one particular faction because I really wanted to play it for this session. So I've sort of been holding off for literally months. Hi Unknown, and again, anybody else that's joined on the stream. I know that we're sort of streaming across, we should be streaming across Twitch, YouTube, Steam, actually forget where else we're going actually. I think there's a few different places, so welcome everybody. I can only see the Twitch chat, by the way, so if you do want to actually come into the Twitch channel, if you've got any questions, I will try to answer questions. If the chat gets too much for me, I'll just focus on the game. So if I don't answer your questions, it's not because I'm being rude, it's because I am overwhelmed. All right, let's just get into it. We're going to go and play this Grand Campaign in through here. By the way, a lot of the extra little changes that you'll see in the game will actually now be part of the base game as well. So you like there's been a lot of things actually change with the game itself. So just go and select this one, which takes a little bit of time to load in. But it's it's very, very good game. And again, the changes and the additions that have been put into this particular version of the game, really, really outstanding. It's just phenomenal. The game has got so much, it's just got such a good balance and such a good flavour that really does capture the ancient world. And so this one is focused around Persia, and you sort of see that Persia is actually now just three little areas. And I was thinking I could play Persia, but I really, really wanted to play Sparta. It was the first faction that I played in the base game as well, for my very, very first test of the actual game, and I've been holding off playing Sparta until today. So we're going to be playing Sparta today, I think. So we'll just click on Sparta, and we'll just go through the different bits and pieces. I won't read all of this, although there is some really interesting stuff with Sparta. If we have a look at the gameplay, I might read this bit because this is actually fairly important as far as Sparta is actually played. So like two sides of a coin, Sparta is Athens' twins in many aspects. In 550 BCE and for a long time thereafter, when one thrives, the other one will weaken. The unique gameplay around Athens and Sparta, called rivalry, will be sure to remind you of this fact. When there is Persia, which can be ignored for a while, but will grow in power. Then there is Persia, which can be ignored for a while, but will grow in power if left unchecked for too long. And Persia is an absolute powerhouse. Hope that my face isn't in the way there, guys. So anyway, this is the first time that we're sort of streaming with face cam on this particular Slytherin stream. Anyway, welcome. So you initially enjoy a better military and possess more regions than Athens, but they can outpace you with a stronger economy and easier commercial opportunities. So they can actually sort of form, like I guess, what are they? Just basically outposts all over the place, Athens. So Athens can grow incredibly quickly, whereas Sparta it does start off as in that sort of powerhouse type situation. So as such, you're better to be on the offensive and achieve supremacy in the Hellene world sooner rather than later. Athens will probably try to do the reverse, so don't be fooled by their passivity. They are only biding their time. If you manage to get the upper hand, then prepare to deal with the Persian menace, as only by beating them and pushing them back can you gain enough legacy to win the game. That will be outside of the time that we actually have available to us at this particular point in time. And so beware of recurring helot revolts in your home region, and always maintain some troops in case of a slave uprising, or if Athens uses her powerful navy for a surprise landing. So I'll just click OK with this, and we'll just go back and have a quick. Actually, we'll look at the modifiers when we get into the actual game itself. I want to get in as much gameplay as I possibly can, but there's also a lot to explain as well. So anyway, we'll just go and click OK here. So here we are. We are Sparta, and I haven't really played as Sparta at all. The very first game that I played as Athens. Like when they first beta of the game first came out. In fact, the very first stream was played as Athens. That was a pretty cool stream, actually. It was went for 2 hours, and we ended up defeating Sparta in that one. But in this case, I do want to play as Sparta. Now, if we have a look at Sparta and just go to their diplomacy, we'll just sort of start here, I think. We can see that we've got an uneasy peace with Athens at this point in time for another 9 turns. So there is actually a peace there. There's a peace treaty. But we are at war with Argos, which is right next to us. Now, one of the issues we're going to have with this is that if we have a look at Argos, Argos has only got a combat power of 58, but it has 17 units, and we have a combat power of 92, so we're very, very powerful, and we only have 10 units. Now, it's the 10 units that's the problem for Sparta. They need to build up their armies. Now, if I go back to Sparta and have a look at the armies that are actually in here, go to the unit queue, you can see the only things we can build initially are these Spartan hoplites, which are just phenomenal. Like when you look at this one, you think, wow, attack 6, defense 5, overall sort of strength of, rating of combat power of there of 14. They've got 3 hits, 4 effectiveness, range defense of 5, siege value 1, siege resistance, and experience level 3. And so these are incredible units. They are clumsy, so they're not very good in forested, swampy, or mountainous terrain, so we have to avoid those terrains with these units. And they have an attack penalty and defense penalty of 2. But even with that, that's still a big attack. Like 4 and 3, like respectively, for attack and defense is actually really quite cool. They're also besiegers, but these are almost like overkill. And so we have to be careful of them. They also cost a hell of a lot. So you can see through here the actual upkeep cost. And I guess the upkeep cost initially is what we need to focus on. We've got 20 money and 3 manpower and 5 metal. And this will increase over time. Like it's going to get more and more expensive for us to get these. And initially we don't really have the income to cope with this sort of stuff. So our next fallback position, and if we have a look at the actual army itself, you can see that the army is consisting of 4 different hoplites. Then we've got allied Perirokii. I won't be able to say that. I'll just say the allies. And so these guys here have only got a combat power of 6, but these are going to be the key to playing as Sparta, I think, to flesh out your army with these. Then you've got your Helite shield bearers. These are useless. Absolutely useless. So combat power of only 3. You really don't want them in the fight much at all. And so you can see that these are skirmishers. These are basic infantry. These are sort of like, you see our medium infantry back in through here as well. And then we have cavalry. But initially, all we can really get from Sparta itself, when we have a look at this, is the Helite shield bearers, which I really don't want to be getting too many of these at all. Like if I right click on those, hang on, I didn't want to do that. If we have a bit of a look at these, you can see the attack rating is only 2, so these are just absolutely terrible. If we had to flesh them out, I mean I guess they are sort of skirmishers. They do actually have a ranged attack, so maybe we get a few of these because we don't actually have any other out of the ranged units initially. The other thing back over here, we have another section over this side where we can get the allies. So the allied Peritroiki. So we're going to have to Periokoi. Yeah, I'll just say the allies again. So these guys have got a combat rating of only 4, so they're not great, but they're going to be able to flesh out the line. And one of the great things with these is they only actually have 1 manpower and 1 metal as their upkeep. Bit of money though, so we can't even afford them just yet. We're going to need to get more territory. And so the territory we're going to go for is going to be this one here, I think Arcadia initially. Even though we start off at war with Argos, and even though we actually have a much stronger army than theirs, it's what the trouble is with Argos is that we've got 17 units as opposed to our 10. And if we have a look at Argos itself, and have a bit of a look at the actual what it is, it's got a frontage of 8. Now we've got a frontage of 10, so we've got 10 units. Yeah, technically we would still sort of be wide enough, I think. I don't like it. I don't like the idea of trying to go in there. I think it would be until we get a few more units. I think it'll be just a little bit too hard. So we'll just continue on there. And yeah, so what else we need to do? We've got Sophocles is the commander. Do we have anybody that's a 2 attacker? No, we don't. What about this guy? Oh, he's not too bad. He's only got a 1 defense. That means we're going to end up with about the same sort of deal. They've got armoured hoplites as well. Their combat power is only 7 as opposed to our 14. So ultimately they won't be able to hold up. They have a lot of citizen hoplites. hell of a lot of light javelin cavalry and javelinmen as well. So they've got a lot of forces here. I think what we'll do is we'll go and besiege Arcadia, which does leave this open. Actually, one of the other really interesting things with Sparta, and this is what the flavour in the game now is like each faction now has got its own very distinct flavour. And one of the things that we have as Sparta, and I don't think we've got it over here. We've got walls over this side. When you've got city walls, there's a certain building that you can't get, and it's the building that we actually start off with in here, which is this one here, the Strapopedion. I'm going to butcher these names, sorry. What this one does is, this is yes, a Strapopedon. Here, there we go. And it's a military building. It trains soldiers here. And so we can actually just leave them here, and they're going to get lots and lots of XP, up to a maximum of 50 XP each, just by sitting them back through here. Now, we have to think, do we want to put walls up? Because if we put walls up, we lose this particular building. So this one does allow us to get XP over time, even if we're not actually marching off and doing anything. This is a unique building for Sparta. Then we have all of course all the Hellenistic buildings as well. So each culture has its own set of buildings along with the other bits and pieces. So let's just go to our building queue and see what we can actually build here. We get the military store. Now, we're wanting weapons, actually. That was also the other thing we wanted through here as well. This one was looking for weapons. So I'm going to wait until I can actually get that, I think, before I do anything sort of too dramatic. Unless I get something that I can build. Yeah, reduction in manpower cost by 20%. I don't think I'll worry about that one. The coastal market would be a good one for us. That's just going to give us a bonus in food. Food is, we're getting plus 14, but I've actually got way too many of my citizens actually working in the food generation. If I go and grab all of these and move these down, food becomes a problem as soon as we sort of start to boost our culture. So I'll just leave them back up there for a second, and we'll just do a quick evaluation of what we've actually got through here. Oh, here we go. This is actually one of the other things that sort of is really cool in the game. This is a regional perk. We actually have a mineral vein, and these are pretty much random. Some of them aren't random, but some of them are. I don't know if this one is always in Sparta or not, because I haven't played Sparta. But it's that this one, these are, you've got regional perks, but there's many more sort of regional I guess negatives, like where different things actually do happen. And this is through the base game as well, and these are randomly placed, but they're randomly placed with an algorithm. I'll just turn that off for a second and just go looking for some others. When you start to get into the wild areas, quite often you'll find that there'll be negatives. Like this one here is an impenetrable forest. Here we go. There's a regional impediment, local site in the region, which adversely affects how readily you can develop the land. And so this one has negatives for you. It's sort of mainly going to impact your food because it's a forest, but it does tell you how to get rid of it. So you can get rid of it with the presence of a sawmill, or you can use a prospect for resources regional decision. Now, regional decisions are the other new thing that's actually in the game, which is really cool. So you've got regional decisions back up through here. Click on these. All we have initially is disperse slaves. We've got draft periokii, so this is the allies if we wanted to use it. That's actually something that would be probably useful for us to do straight away, you know. It's going to then mean the money is going to be a problem. Yeah, they will have no XP if drafted from Laconia, which is our capital. Must be a friendly leader in the region. Boy, you know, I'm just thinking I probably should grab that anyway. Okay, so how long does it take? One turn. It'll trigger next turn. No, let's leave it off for now. What we'll do is we do need to get a local commander. I could always just raise a small army back over here. I mean, I want to build some up anyway. So yeah, I'm just worried about the actual money, the money cost of getting them. And there's a prospect for resources that we were talking about before, where you can actually use this. But this is a good one just to get rid of different other aspects that you sort of see around the place. So I'm all over the place at the moment. I'm just going to move away from those regional decisions and have another look at this mineral vein. And so what this one does is it gives us a bonus of money and metal right from the very start. So regional perk counts as a tier 1 commerce building, like a market. Actually, we've got a market there as well. So we're getting even more money. So we've got -10 money at the moment coming from here because of what we're actually, well, what we're paying for, really. So importation's missing resources cost is -30. That's a lot, actually. So what do we need? What are we bringing in? Missing bonus. Bonus doesn't, it needs pottery, which is missing. And that costs 12 money. So that's 12 of the money just coming into there. The shepherd house produces wool. The charcoal pile needs lumber, which is missing, and that costs us another 9. So there we go. We've already up to, what's that, 21, just because we don't have lumber. The stratopedon, that doesn't cost us anything. It needs iron, which is a local trade good, which is good. And barracks needs flax, which is missing, costing us another 9. There's our 30. So we need flax, we needed lumber, and we also needed, actually, where is it? Pottery. So they're the things we actually do need. So the market is actually costing us more money than it makes, unfortunately. If we can get bonus money from getting leather, dyes, cloths, and salt. I don't like this market. I think I'll keep it there just for a little bit of time, but that's something we could actually get disassembled if we wanted to. Let's just see what's available to us. We've got the fish market, we've got the farm. Now this is going to give us another big bonus of food. 12 food, including a bonus of 2 from wool and 2 from cattle. So we must have cattle nearby as well, I guess. So that's actually all good. That wouldn't be a bad one. 8 turns for that one. Sanitation, not really going to worry about that one. Brickwork, I won't worry about. Military store is going to be a little bit too expensive for us initially. Coastal market, 10 food, including a bonus from fish. I do like the idea of this one. And then we've got a monument there as well, but it will increase our decadence, but we also get an increase with culture. I think what I'll do is I'll place the... I think I'll just grab the coastal market because it's nice and quick. Let's just grab that one for now. Back over here, we can't build anything else back in through this side. It's got a harbour. Yeah, I am concerned about this market. That is going to cost me a lot. Let's have a quick look at the trade goods. Hi, Warrior Donut, and anybody else that's joined us. Trade goods are here. This will then tell us what we've actually got around us. And so they've got hemp, stone, and fish. That's how we're getting the fish. We're getting it from Argos, the Argonians, or whatever they're called. Even though we're at war with them, we still can drag it in from there. There's the cattle coming in from over here. We've got figs, we've got iron, wool, and that's all we've got actually at our location. We've got more hemp back over here as well. All right, and they've got silver, marble, and sails back over there. There's the potter. No, that's wine. There's nuts and seeds there. No leather or anything that we're sort of seeing readily. What I'll do is we'll now just go back into the ownership overlay, and we'll just go marching here, I think. So we're just going to go and march across and take this province. So Arcadia. They should be... actually, they defend with 16 units. Hang on, that's not going to be worth it in that case. It's going to be hard as well. They're going to be weak, but we need to build up our forces. In that case, I will actually build up a heap more helots. So we'll just go back into here again. And I can get all of those next turn back over here. Oh, 8 turns for that one. Wow. Okay. No, that's no good. Forget that. We'll have to... I mean, actually, we will eventually need it. So it's... Yeah, unfortunately, that upkeep there, the money upkeep is the problem. That is an issue. I'm only getting 2 of those. You know, I'm going to use that decision and bring those in, draft the... and it's going to cost me a little bit. So we're now placing those. You can just see it underneath there. So they'll be there next turn. And so that will be fine. We'll just... and all it's really costing us is just 25 metal. And that's going to be no problem at all to get those in. All right, that's done. Bit of a no-brainer. That just fleshes out our army. So we'll end our turn here, I think. Actually, one thing we were going to have a look at was the nation panel. We're going to have a quick look at the modifiers. So we're a monarchy. We get a bonus of 10 XP when units are created. Now, we're not going to get any with those ones that we just drafted. We've got faction modifier. Yep, so manpower penalty of 50%, so that's going to sort of push us into getting more of the mercenaries. But Hellenistic tradition, back through this side as well. So culture bonus of 15%, commerce bonus of 10%, and manpower penalty of 25%. Rivalry. Actually, if we have a look at the actual, the final ones, this gives us a summary of everything. So the manpower bonus of negative 75%, that's going to be a big problem. Loyalty bonus, that's why those other units are going to be so important, because they only chew up one manpower each. Culture bonus of 15%, yep, 10% we saw through there. Military expertise of 6.5, that's good. Leader force pool bonus of +7. Again, we didn't really get anything that was all that good. What do we have with our leader? Good administrator, that's good, and also a good military. So that's actually pretty cool. Now, as far as the culture and decadence is concerned, we do have to just go back across and just rearrange these a little bit. I'm just going to go and move a couple of them down just so that we get a little bit into culture. That's going to be quite important. And infrastructure, the more I bring away from here, the longer it's going to take. So I think I'll keep that one back up there. The money is not dramatically bad, so I might just move that one back up there. Keep the culture really thumping along if we can, and I need to keep the food up there as well. Growth in 16 turns. If I move that one up there, it's only 7 turns actually. Ooh, do we risk it? I think we do. I think we're going to risk it like this. So we'll just go this way. So money is going backwards at a very, very fast rate of knots. That should do us, I think. I think that should do us. There's always stuff I forget to do, but anyway, we'll end our turn. Of course, want to get into these areas before others are sort of taking too much territory. We wanted to sort of gobble up as much as we can. Okay, we dropped a fair bit there, so we didn't have quite enough in the culture, but we're still in the top rung, which is good. So Aghalidi power. Enable the Aghalids are growing in strength and continue to challenge us repeatedly. Our council will warn you as soon as the Aghalid have decided that they will be best course of action for Sparta on this matter. Hang on. But our council will warn you as soon as the Archalides have decided what... so this must be our decision makers. In addition to the council notification, there will be an entry in the reports tab of the nation panel. Okay, we'll view that one now. Actually, no, sorry, that's just coming through. We do actually have the reports and decisions. We don't actually have anything there. Objectives. Arcadia, which is where we're going. That's where we're going to go next. And then the Argos itself. So we've now got the next little group of 3 have now come in along with the other 12. So we're now fleshing this out quite nicely. So we're just going to go and merge these guys with this group. It gives us a nice strong army now of 15 units. That's probably enough to take on Argos. Our combat power is now 100. What it does is just fleshes out our front line. It allows us to sort of hold the line a little bit more effectively. Let's now just march these across into here. Grab those, right click. I don't want to go into the actual assault. You can see ordering an assault. Very, very careful not to do that. So we're just going to go and besiege where they actually are for now. Everything is still being built through there. That's okay. That's okay as well. God, I would like to... I want to get the... Actually, the growth isn't maybe even that important. Let's just try to correct that, I think. So it's going to push that one right back. Okay, so general... Actually, we've got another general that's now actually come into the actual... into the mix. Another 1-1 as well. And in the reign of Alexandrius, Arcadia has been declared a new objective. Yep, that's where we're heading right now. Oh, they're only defending with 4. They're keeping everyone else inside the walls. Okay, so this is going to be very, very easy for us. Only a combat power of 14. We'll just view the battle. I'll explain briefly what's going on through here. And so what you can see is we've got like all of our helots are across the top. These are skirmishers, and then we have our main battle line through here. Don't know why that one hasn't gone up to there, because I know we can only go as far out. I think cavalry can get an extra run, but these are the flankers, and then we don't need the extra slot through there. So this is the frontage of 8, and we wanted to have as many of these guys in behind as possible. So probably need to get a few more helots as well, I think, just for when we go after the after Argos. It'd be good to actually get another 3 helots. We'll start the battle. Now, this is the range phase, so anything that has got a ranged attack will have a square around it, a yellow square, and any target will have a circle with a cross in it. And so the game just sort of randomly sort of picks that. So you can see that they're focusing back here on the cavalry and on the Spartan hoplites, and we're focusing on 3 of their units. All right, we managed to do damage. They didn't do any damage to us. We've exhausted these guys. It just gets rid of their effectiveness. And now we actually go in. Now, what's happening with us is you can see the difference between an armoured hoplite and a Spartan hoplite. These guys have got 3 hit points and 2 2 effectiveness. We've got 4 effectiveness, so we actually can stay in the battle line for much more longer than what they can. And so the way that the game works is every difference will then take 1 from effectiveness first, hit points, effectiveness, hit points, and then even if there's nothing there, it will still go to this top rung and then come back to hit points again. So to actually destroy one of these, you need a difference of 6 in the die rolls. Now, we've got an extra die roll through here because of our attacker. They've got 6 is our minimum we can actually roll. So he will, if he rolls anything under a 6, he will re-roll again. And what else have we got? We've got the they don't actually have a leader leading theirs, so they've only got a minimum of 2. And we started with a bonus because of our combat ratings. We've got a combat rating of 6 as opposed to 4. So we'll just go and press play. You can see through here we rolled an 8 and we destroyed them. We got more than the 6 that was required to actually then get the kill. We got 7, and so that gives us the kill. These next ones should be fairly easy as well. Done. And so these will just march on through. Completely dominate. We also get a support bonus from the helots. Not as good as other skirmishers. Most other skirmishers give you a support of 2. We only get 1. Anyway, that's done. We've destroyed that one. And we now are besieging this particular territory, Arcadia. Now my head is sort of in the way of everything up through here. They do get a 1 defense bonus as well. But anyway, I'll leave my head where it is. Okay, so we've won that particular battle easily. We didn't actually suffer anything at all, which is great, which means that we can just keep our army sitting here for now. We'll just leave that one where that is, and now we're besieging the actual city. Now there's 2 walls in there. There we go. We went up a little bit. That's good. Okay, so we're sort of we're doing okay, even though we did take units away from there. Actually, no, we put a unit down there, didn't we? Okay, so the Aegean king favours a land assault, while the Euripid king, that's right, they've got 2 kings, would prefer a landing in Argos harbour. Whatever the option you take, you must occupy the Argolide region as completely as possible. It can't wait too long, though you have 30 turns for this to happen. That's actually a long time. Let's have a quick look at our decisions again, just see if there's anything else that's come back through. We've got build harbour now. We can build it into here. It will cost me a bit of money. Or improve a tier 1 harbour in the region of your choice. We've already got a harbour in through here. You should be careful I don't click on things. That's how you trigger these. We already have a harbour, so a small harbour through that side. That would then take, I think it would then bring it up to a level 2. Yeah, or improve a tier 1 harbour in a region of your choice. I think I'd prefer to do that, like get that into a tier 2. We could do that sort of pretty much straight away. So let's just go and do that. It's going to happen in 2 turns. So we'll trigger that one. Disperse slaves. We can actually draft even more of the Perioiki if we wanted to. I don't know if we can do that. We can actually do it here, it's saying. I don't think I need to, and I've got to be careful now, but my manpower is still just going up very minimally, and we are losing a little bit of money. But motivate troops, which you don't need to do, and prospect for resources, which we don't need to do either. All right, we'll just leave that where that is. What have we got through here? We've received a new regional decision, so motivate troops, and region Laconia is receiving 1 slave after a battle. Okay, cool. So we've got an extra slave, which will become more helots. And so what we have to do is we have to maintain our happiness, whereas the loyalty and revolt risk, we need the loyalty the final loyalty needs to be over 75% for us to then sort of make sure that the helots don't revolt. It's not too bad at the moment, but that could change. Yeah, I'll leave that one where that is, I think. Yep, we'll keep on going. So there's nothing else we can do here, is there? No, we really are sort of... I thought with the extra population, it should be good if it was there. Anyway, we'll just wait until we actually get through this side. So we had the battle that was fought, but we've still got both walls up at this point in time, and this will last a long time. We are going to have to sit outside here for an extended period. So we received that one. The objective, Athens. Okay. Okay. Now we'll try to starve them out. They just lost another 2. And we went backwards a little bit. We've been unlucky not getting any points here. We've got a 1 in 3 chance. Here we go. What have we done? Yeah, they fired boulders and ballista bolts against us, while we actually did not manage to inflict any casualties on the defenders. But they're down to 11 now. When we have a look at this one, they're only javelineers, citizen hoplites, and urban militia. They're not very powerful. God, I'm sort of half tempted to go. I mean, they've got a good defender there, good offensive. Like if he comes out, it's going to be interesting. But they just don't have the strength. And their food is high. They've got a lot of food in through here. In fact, that looks like verdant rolling hills. Here we go. This is one of the regional perks that you can sort of pick up as well. This is a nice spot. Got a pirate's lair, which is actually good when you get this. This gives you extra manpower. God, I want this. I'm sort of now really in 2 minds as do I assault the city, but if I assault with 2 walls up, it's going to be really, really hard. Now, Argos has gone inside. That's interesting. I won't do anything with diplomacy just yet. Let's have a quick look and see how Persia's going. Way back over here. Yeah, you can see that they're now growing rapidly. In just 1 turn, they've gone from 3 to all of this now. They're just absolutely smashing it. And they're just going to roll really, really fast. It's really fascinating the way that each different faction does play. Yeah, regional decisions. I don't think we've got anything new. I can get more of these if I wanted to, but I'll just leave it where it is. Recruit local units. Actually, where was that one? Saying a friendly leader must be in the region. That's okay. That's actually not too bad. I might even look at that. Okay, another objective over there. That would be good, actually, once we get this. We'll just end our turn again. Okay, so Bird X-Men is saying, Daz, I'm seeing blurry video. I looked at the settings and my internet connection was good throughput. For me, I'm getting good output, actually, so everything's good. No drop frames from my side. So is it overall? I'm not if anyone else is getting the blurriness as well, but it looks good from my side. I can't sort of see anything with the on the recording screen that would sort of indicate any issues. It'd be good just to see if anyone else is having the same problem. Maybe it's your resolution is high enough, is it? Okay, we're going up again, which is good. We still haven't picked up any of these little bonuses. Oh, there we go. It's sharp now. You're saying okay. Yeah, it must have been resolution. Maybe it sort of dropped into a 360p or something crazy like that. All right. So yep. So actually, a few other people are saying that there's no blurriness. I'm guessing it's just resolution. Right, so this one here, we're getting less and less units backing through this side. Food use is only 4. It's going to take forever to drop this thing down. Oh, we made a breach in the city. Made a breach, but the city is still resisting. Didn't manage to inflict any casualties. They're firing stuff at us. We're still fine. We've got no problems at all here. If we have a bit of a look at this one, we've now got only 1 of 2 walls. Hopefully, we can smash this other wall down as well with our hoplites. I really want this province quickly. New regional decision, forced march if we need it, which we don't need just yet. Now, what do we do? We've now built the extra harbour. I'll just go and stop that one. We built the extra harbour in through here, so we've now got a level 2 major harbour. So it's bringing in money of 3 and extra manpower as well. So we're now picking up a little bit of extra manpower because of that. It needs hemp, which we've actually got locally, and so this is pretty cool. Actually, this is a nice little addition. This is a good spot to place it. It's going to sort of work out well. We've got the theatre there as well. City walls. I still can't build anything here. I would like to get this growth happening. In fact, I don't need it down there. What I need it up in here just to get the growth. So we'll try to get more growth from the infrastructure. Doesn't matter if it goes backwards a little bit. Move that one back. And back in through here, we now have the coastal market. What can we get? Flax. There we go. That's going to give us a bit of a money boost. That's going to be useful. Anything else any better? Siege workshop. Okay, we need to trade for leather again. I think we already have a need for leather. No, we have a bonus for leather if we had it. The wheelmaker, smokehouse needs cattle, trading required. Slave market, decadence goes up. I don't want to do that one. The monument I don't want to get as well. I think flax is a bit of the no-brainer. A single nearby structure would produce more. Expect base changes, so money would go up by 9. Just by getting this one, we get 9 money back because we no longer have to import it. Done. It's a choose up one slot, unfortunately, but I think it's important. It's going to give us getting growth in 3 as well. Yeah, that will be okay. That will be okay. Right, so we don't need to do anything else there. I think we've sort of now got everything we need. Just end our turn again. Hi, Pixel. Pixel saying, hi, Daz, ruling over the Peloponnese today, I see. Show those Athenians who is boss. Actually, we should have a look at their rivalry as well. I saw it when I first played as Athens. Here we go. We're still rising. We still haven't picked up any of these little bonus tokens. It should be a 1 in 3. Like there's a 33% chance you're going to pick up one just by being in this top section. We now turn 6. It owes us 2. It owes us 2. Game. So we should have already been at 2. So I do want to stay up there. Didn't manage to inflict any casualties. That's a shame. They did fire ballistas and bolts at us, but we're still going to be fine where we are. These guys haven't gone anywhere. Have a quick look at this one. Do we start to build any of these? It's 6 turns. I might just grab one of them, and then back in through here. I won't bother with any more. Like the money is now becoming positive, and when we get the flax, that will then sort of fix that one up as well. Yeah, regionally, we're okay there as well. All right, so we'll just keep this siege going. Okay, he's getting a bit older. Oh, we've got another build harbour decision. Now, does this one have a harbour? This one's got an anchorage. We don't have an anchorage. We've just got we've got nothing. I don't want to chew up another slot here, but I wouldn't mind doing it here. I can't build it there anymore. Like if I go to the actual regional decisions and go to build harbour, I can no longer do it there. So let's wait until we actually capture this one. Then we'll just upgrade that one. Okay, I think we're pretty much done with that, and we'll end our turn. But these decisions are just incredibly interesting. Now the way the game works, it's sort of funny. You get like tunnel vision when you play the game because we're now literally just focused on the Peloponnese, whereas like still back over here we should see. Oh, they haven't grown that much. Let's just end our turn. Just see if we can see movement. Because they should be just absolutely smashing their way through. Oh, we're dropping a... Oh, there we go. We picked up a progress token. Good. It owes us one and a bit more. It owes us big time. Right, we'll just go back in. So we're still... Do not manage to inflict any casualties. God, do I go after them? They're just sitting inside. Not having any problems whatsoever. They've only got very low combat power. I think we charge on in. The trouble is going to be, because they've got the walls, it's only got a very, very narrow frontage. And, yeah, the urban militia, actually, that's urban militia there. Yeah, these guys are going to, they're going to be, yeah, it's going to be a little bit too tricky for us. I really need to get that wall down before we charge in. Okay, we've got another build harbour decision. Well, in that case, do I do it here? It'll give me more money. Yeah, I think we'll do it, actually. I think we'll actually... Then we can get a tier 1 harbour there straight away because we've got 2 of those. Let's just do it. Yeah, we'll do it. What is that? It's these guys. Okay, they're besieging us, I think. Growth in 1 turn. It's still not going to give us anything that we can make use of just yet. But we do need to just keep on growing this one as much as we possibly can. Wow, this thing's getting... It's making food, even though we've got it besieged. I think if we don't crack the wall this next turn, I will actually go and attack. 26 turns left to achieve the mission. Yep, that's okay. We'll be there soon. Yep, so we've received the extra token. That's good. It's fairly useful. Hi, Grognerd. How are you going? Anybody else that's joined us, welcome. All right. So we've got the got that one through there. So the unrest queue is saying with a player cam, is that new? Yes, it is. It's funny. It's we're talking on the Slytherin, like the Slytherin's got like a streamer area on Discord. We're talking about whether we should actually use face cams or not, and I've been thinking about it for a long time that I should actually do it, and everyone else is the same. It's like, yeah, I've been thinking about it, and so there's a few of us that won't be, but like not in the short term, and like I've had to jury rig my smartphone up because in Australia they've actually run out of webcams. I've actually now ordered one. I've got one on order. It should arrive next week. But so I've got my I've got my smartphone using its camera back through the computer. I had to do that at the start actually of the coronavirus problem, simply because of the there was no webcams anywhere. Like the first couple of days, because everyone needed Zoom meetings, so they all were grabbing the all of the webcams. I don't know if that's the same everywhere else in the world, but it's certainly a problem here. Okay, so Avian Order saying it's a feature of the DLC, the player cam. Yeah, I've put it in that corner. I hope that's sort of out of the way. I didn't know where else to really sort of put it. Everywhere else in this game sort of uses a lot of the screen information. Okay, so Sun Temple Radio is saying, are you a province governor or a nation government? You're pretty much I think you mean like as the player, who you actually are. You're sort of like the overriding. I guess you're the overriding government of a nation. So you're like a national government would be that one. So Avianata is saying that, just joking, the camera is not hindering any user interface info. It did in the battle, I noticed. So I probably should move it down a shade. See if I can just do that. I'll just move it down a little bit. That way I think it'll then be out of the way. Still enough out of the way. There we go. That should work, I hope. All right, just get back into the game. So we'll just let it go one more turn, and then if we haven't cracked it open, then I'll send my troops in. because we can't be sitting around here for too long. Yeah, I think that depth down should then sort of still work for the attacks. You see the others; they've all been picking up heaps and heaps. We've been up here for the whole time. Persia has actually now become a glorious monarchy. They're right at the very, very top up through there, so they've gone up a level. We're coming fourth over here, just behind Athens. Now that's only one legacy point behind Athens. It's important that we stay ahead of them here as well. Now, did we do it? No, we didn't. We didn't. I'm going to go in. We're going to order the assault. So I can either just click on this button here. So we'll just do it that way. Or I can just right-click on that. New regional decision. Okay, so we've still got build harbours. Now, we've got the next one is coming in just one turn. So we'll leave that one where it is. Was there any others that we wanted to get? Probably not really. Manpower is going up, and even the money is going up a little bit. I'll wait until I see how this attack goes before we get any more forces. Our actual core Spartan hoplites shouldn't be affected by these attacks. I'll just end our turn. They should be able to stand in the line, even if we lose. Okay, so they're defending with 1. Yep, strongly fortified. Frontage of 6. Okay, so there is actually a bit of a wider frontage than what I thought. This isn't too bad. They do have a lot of their skirmishers out in front. We've still got some spares at the back there with our Periokii. Yeah, these aren't going to be all that powerful, but they're only up against urban militia. Our main guys are up against citizen hoplites, and they should do okay against those, but they see how they've got like a... my head is out of the way now, which is good. So we can see that terrain defence of 3. They get to add that to what they do. Their city defenders, they get a +2 for that one. Support bonus of +2. Terrain defence of 2. Their total rating is now 10, as opposed to my total rating of 7. This is going to be a hard fight. We probably won't win this one. Okay, let's just go across, start the battle. We did manage to exhaust a couple of theirs. This may help us slightly. Now, the saving grace that we have is that we have this extra effectiveness. You can see this is not good. Oh, lucky. Stalemate. We lost that one. And hopefully... Yeah, no, this is not going to go well. Yeah, we're going to be pushed away from here. I shouldn't have done this. This is the one chance we have. And it didn't work. Damn, they actually destroyed one of our hoplites. This was not a good move. Pursuit. Yep, they got us. Okay. Well, that wasn't good, was it? Losing that is not good. Okay, we'll let that one go. Okay, that assault was not effective. I should have waited. I should have waited. Got greedy. All right. Well, battle has been fought in Arcadia between the Hellenic independents and Sparta while besieging Olympia. Sparta did not manage to inflict any casualties on the... Yeah, so again, this is going to hold on for so long. New regional decision, bolster colony, is developing a harbour. So we've now developed the harbour in through here. So we now have a new building, and we also have the flax. So our money is now going up, our manpower is going up. Everything is actually going up fairly well. I need to get these objectives. I need to smash it open. I can't afford to do that again. I cannot afford to go in against these unbreached walls. Okay, so we've got a salt mine through here. Produce salt, sanitation, brickworks, castrum equatorium. So this is going to needs horses, so trading is required for that one. So I don't want to do that. The furnace is going to give me extra... actually, we're going to get the bonuses of metal in through there as well. Needs iron, we've got it. Local trade good, done. That's a bit of a no-brainer grabbing that one there. So we'll pick that one up. We are running out of space here. Oh no, we've still got 12 slots. We've still got another 4 after we get this one as well. That's not too bad. Okay, so this is now probably going up a little bit too much. If I just do that, if I go back up into there, I can get that in 4 as opposed to 7. Let's do that. Our culture is okay where that is. So that's actually working fairly well. Now we need to get ourselves a replacement hoplite, 3 turns for that one. And the Helot Shield Bearer, they're just so useless. They're just so damn useless. This one's still coming in 3 turns as well. That would be okay. We'll leave that one where that is. I can actually now get the warships if I wanted to take this one on. But I'll just leave it where it is. Just stay where we are. Now we're chewing up space from taking these guys on as well. So we've got the new regional decision. So we've got got another build harbour. We've got heaps of these. Where was it? What does Bolster Colony do? Yeah, we don't qualify for that one. Now I can build the next level of harbour in here. Let's just go across. Yeah, that's fine. We'll end our turn again. We've been sort of stuck in here with just trying to sort of take over this one territory. How are we going with our forces? They're a bit damaged. A little bit damaged. Yeah, so we've got another build harbour. Getting a lot of these. So free harbours are good. End our turn again. Hi Doomsday. So and Marauder. So Marauder saying, been watching Daz for a nice couple of years, first time face cam. Yeah, I've been sort of using it on my channel for this, look over on my Twitch channel for this week as well, just to get used to it. So yeah, it's all a bit new for me, but it'll probably be something I'll do from now on. I think when I'm just doing live streams. So if it doesn't scare people off too much, my nice big bald head. Okay, so they're coming in after us. Here we go. So they're attacking us. Frontage of 8. Now our guys are. You can see that they've got a combat power now of 64. We're down to 60. Whew, this isn't going to go well. View the battle. This is one I would love to be able to take this one across into Field of Glory 2. But we can't. The hoplites are sort of at the back through here. All right, let's see how we go. Ranged attacks. Yeah, this one became exhausted. I think we're going to be pushed away here. Oh, gee, we're nearly losing these units. Come on, guys. Oh, we actually won it, even though we were exhausted. That was actually a bit of a turn up. This isn't too bad. They're going to get a flanking attack, though, unfortunately. So they'll probably destroy it with this next one. Yeah, this is going to be a problem for us. We've got a 3 minimum roll. We can only roll a 9. They've got two hits coming in. Yep, they've destroyed us. Now, is that enough for them to win? Yes, it is. Oh my God, what a disaster. What a disaster. God, we're only an hour into. I almost feel like starting again. I shouldn't have attacked. That one attack. you get greedy. It's your guy's fault for putting the pressure on. Got one guy left. My God, this is really terrible. This is terrible. So Argos is now taken over from there. We've now limped back home with a very, very poor army now. Boy, oh boy. Okay, the peace treaty between Athens and Sparta has now ended. All right, we are in trouble, guys. We are in trouble. So we need to build up quickly. It's going to take 10 turns to build this one up. We're not going to be able to now meet the objective. So they now take over this thing in through here. Yeah, wow, that was terrible. So Burros is saying, hi Daz, I arrived already, turn 10. Yes, it's turn 11 now, and we're in a lot of trouble from that one attack. I shouldn't have attacked. I've got one more unit that's come back in. Okay. We've got one unit that's back over there as well. Stable monarchy, yeah, that's okay. God, we really had such bad luck here as well. Like, it should be every 3 turns we should be picking up one of these. We should be at level, what's that, level 4 now. We're only at level 1. Athens, damn it. Okay, they've declared war. And they're right next to where we are. It's going to be a problem now. They've got 58. We've got 65 now. Plus we've got this one, combat power of 6. I think I'll stay one more turn. In fact, what we'll do is we'll get more of the replacement troops. It's only one turn. Let's do it. Can't put them there. Right, we'll grab them there. Yeah, that's okay. Gallipolis is going to declare war as well. Just keep on rolling through these. Okay, hang on. It's an unrest against Sparta. We believe one of our neighbours is scheming against us, but which one? Could be anything. Wow, they're all coming against us. Well, they already were at war with us, so it's not going to really matter that much. I think we'll come back. We'll have to let Athens do what they're going to do. We need to just maintain what we've got here. We'll wait one more turn, then we'll go on the march. What's going on here? So one more turn for that one. This one now got more. Actually, we can now start to build things in through here as well. So we've got the orchard, we've got sanitation. Oh, this is the weapons depot. That's what we actually do need. Oh, hang on, no, that needs weapons. Slave market, cult site. It's missing the bonuses, but it does give us some light stuff there. The health would probably be a good one. Let's just go with that one, I think. That means we're going to have to just drag. Oh wow, that's no good. I'll leave that one. It's just going to come in 6 turns. That's okay. I'll just leave it like this. Now they're besieging us back out through here as well with their navy. We don't have anyone better than him, unfortunately. And our turn. Whoa, there we go. They've gone back. And unfortunately, we're going to have to start that all over again. Oh, here we go. We picked up another point, at least. Still behind Athens. We're 1 point behind Athens. Receive extra troops in your capital for a cost in legacy points. Emergency levy. We might view that. Just think at the time. We've still got an hour to go. Decision can't be triggered now if some conditions are not met. It will remain in the national panel for some time. What do we need to do, though? What does it require? Our ratio of enemy troops, percent power, is at least equal to 200. So they need to be double our size. Okay, I don't know if we're going to if that's going to happen unless Athens sort of starts to do some big moves. Actually, we picked up 5 of those this time. We've got one more turn, I think, before we get the next unit. We're now up to 95. They're at 59. We now have the width. We just don't have the strength. You can see this one here. Like this one's got like great experience. Oh, it's still 4 turns before we get this one. Okay. Now it's all coming down to the equipment. Yeah, that's what the problem is here. All right, with 4 turns to wait, I don't think we can wait anymore. Time to go. I'll show these guys who's boss. Now they're going to go inside. We'll just besiege them. I'll send this one in as well. They can then join the army. Yeah, that's cool. It's done. Okay, we'll end our turn here. Oh, they've come at us with 16 units. Sorry, 21 units. We've got a slight... Oh, they're defend with 2. Damn it. Okay, I should have checked that again. I've screwed this one up. Oh, not good. We do have a frontage of 8. Yeah, they've got an advantage here again. Oh, we won that one. It's 1 our way. They destroyed us there. It's 3 that they've won to our 1. Let's go. They're going to defeat us again. Come on, guys. Come on. That's 4. 4-1. Yep, no, we're screwed here. That's 5-1. You can't come back from here. No, we're done. We are done again. Okay, it's for pursuit. God, we're really screwing this up. I say we because you're in this as well. All right. Well, have we won anything? I don't think we've won a battle yet, other than the very, very first one against 4 units. So we lost another 3. Wow. Not good. Not good at all. Did I say the game's not easy? I picked up another token at least. Okay. Anyway, we'll continue on. So Beros is saying, noob questions. The outcome of the battle is the outcome of the battle could be changed if it was played manually in Field of Glory 2. Yes, it can be. In fact, these are exactly the battles that I would love to be playing in Field of Glory 2. I would love it because I know I could win them in Field of Glory 2 because I can make use of that terrain. But it's the game. Because of the way it has to do it, like because it is sort of such a massive grand strategy game, like a massive 4X, the inside empires itself, like it's already predetermined like if we're just watching what's actually happening. It's not actually happening in real time. It's happening like because it's a WeGo system that you can actually play multiplayer as well. Like it sort of does allow you to very quickly get through your battles if you play within the game. And so it's designed that way, which is fine. And but yeah, God, I'd love to be playing those battles in Field of Glory 2. I can tell you. New decision is available. It's sort of funny because they actually did balance it quite well. Like it does still, a hard battle can still be quite hard. But if you play Field of Glory 2 with any sort of skill, you're going to be able to you get a slight advantage by playing it in there, because that was pretty close. Like we had a lot more power than they had, but they had better generals. All right, so new decision. So building developments, a focus on different things. We don't need to do that so much. I think I'll just leave that one where that is. It's okay. I won't worry about that one either. Well, we really are struggling here, guys. This has not gone well at all. New building. Now we can get more. We can get horses. Palisade I don't want to get because I want to keep I want to keep this one active. Oops, hang on, I didn't mean to do that. Bonus 3 money. Missing bonus of 3 money, 5 culture from Papyrus. Yeah, so we're not going to have that. Public Works gives us higher infrastructure. And that wouldn't be such a bad thing to get, I don't think. I might just reshuffle this, actually. And we'll just move another one of these down. Actually, culture is not really required. Pretty gold. Let's just get our gold up a little bit. Manpower is still one of our biggest issues. Let's have a quick look at our decisions. Oh, hang on. General Sophocles has now been killed. Disorganized. That's no good. Wilderness expert. I'll get him. He defends well as well. I'm probably going to need him. So Leonardus. Yep, there he goes. He's come in as a replacement. And we're just going to keep on building what we can. Still 3 turns. I can't do much about the equipment, unfortunately. Yeah, the structures are helping a little bit. We'll have to wait until we build them up. What I might just do is get more of those replacements. We'll end our turn. We might just... Oh, they're going back. Oh, here they come. They're coming after us. Now, we're defending with 31. Our combat power is 347. Against their 74. Finally, you should have some payback here, I think. And we're defending with 2, which is great. They're attacking with 2. This is going to be interesting. This will be an interesting battle, actually. Whoa! I haven't seen it pulled this far back, ever. This is the biggest battle I've ever seen in this game. So, yeah, we've got the garrison defense has sort of really kicked in as well. So we'll just start the battle, because we don't actually have any walled area. So again, we can't actually zoom in. I've never seen it like this far back. Okay, we're not going to see much here, unfortunately. Oh, here we go. Now we are zooming in. So it's pretty even all the way through. We do get a defense bonus. They have attack. We've only got 1 hit point here, which is a bit of a problem. Luckily, we held on there. That's good. This one's okay. So we're 1 up at this stage. 2 up, good. Still alive. Those flankers, I'm not sure how they're getting those flanks where we should be having units back up there. That's another one for us. Big one for us. Another win for us here, so we've defeated them this time. We even defeated that. Wow, that's unusual. Get away. Oh, that's good. We actually destroyed a fair few of theirs. Now, does that give us the impetus to go back into their territory? Yeah, so BurtXman is saying also you can set the difficulty in Field Glory 2 to mitigate some of the advantage so you can balance it right. Tactics have to be good. Yeah, it's a great. They're both great games. They're so good. They really work in well together too. Like it is a nice feeling playing the two of them. Like like going from like this sort of battle again. That'd be overkill if you took this into Field of Glory 2. But got to be a monstrously big battle. Look at this. This is amazing. So I'm still going to wait until I get another unit, but we did kill off one of their powerful units, which is good. Good. Puts them back on their heels a little bit. And we're not going to get a chance to use those units. Decisions. Gather mercenaries from local allies. Oh, we can't afford it. We're actually going backwards with our gold now. We've got too many units. I'll wait. I think it's still another turn before we get the next unit. No, 2 turns. Okay, I'll wait for him to come. And then we'll go after this one. So only got a combat pack. Actually, maybe now is the time. Yeah, these guys are worse for wear at this point in time. They're going to defend with another 16 units, though. I don't want to rush it. Like I think I'll just sit back and wait. We'll play it cool this time. Ranch will produce cattle, good sanitation, brickworks. It's going to give me another 5 equipment. I'll grab that one, the archery. We do now need to get more people back down into here. So 9 turns before we get that one. Okay. Plant trade settlements. Let's have a look and see what we can do here. So bolster colony we can't do. Build harbour. It's funny, I thought we already had built the biggest harbour here. Well, I'll do that there. Forced march. Plant trade settlement. Can we do that anywhere else? Way up here we can build like trade settlements. They don't last long, particularly if we're at war, so I don't think I'll do that just yet. Possibly even bring it back down the other side here. Yeah, I can implant them, actually even at Corsica. I won't do that though. This is how the Greeks sort of settle other regions. Yep, I'll leave that one alone. Manpower is going backwards at this point in time. They're going to have the other walls that will be now built up. I have to think I could have actually had, if I had been patient with that one attack, everything would have been great. I wouldn't have a problem in the world. Combat power is pretty high here. One more turn, and then we get the next unit. So we'll wait for that one to come, and then we'll go marching. Okay, they're going after this territory. That's okay. We can now go back into his territory next turn. I prefer to be taking his and him taking mine than the other way around. So I'll just view the battle. It's not going to go well. Oh, he actually survived. For now. Not for long. Okay. So we're under siege back there. Still okay though. Now if we move this one across, let's go and attack this one. They're going to have to come back and defend. Now, did we get the one that we wanted? Oh, it's next turn it comes. Alright, that's alright. We'll be able to then go and have it join up with the other army anyway. Now's the time. Oh, Sparta was unable to properly pay. Oh, damn it. I must have spent more money than what I had. Oh, okay. So, this isn't good. Yeah, we developed the harbour. Must have cost me more money than what I thought. You haven't played this one all that well, guys, so I apologise for my tardiness in my play. It hasn't gone well. I should have had a practice run. Try to figure out what's going on. Okay, we've got this one. This one's not really a worry. Actually, this one is... I know, we do have a worry. They're actually assaulting us. Yep, so we're not going to be able to defend here properly either. We do get the +3 terrain defense. No, it's not going to go well here. Okay, well that's now fallen. Wow. Destroyed. So Argos is now sort of on the move. This money situation's a bad one for us. Oh my god, this is no good at all. We're now top of the culture tree. I need to get money. Actually, I better go back to here. I'll take a little bit from there. Still -10. -5. It's just not going to help. I've completely mismanaged this. Put one of the slaves down. So you've got the growth in 3. Growth in 5. That will do. You get this one in 3. It's not going to help me. Okay. I don't think I can do anything about that either. I don't have any decisions that I can make either, I don't think. Major land tax law. Let's just do it. Let's do it, see what happens. Okay, so we've got... yep, so they conquered that one. We'll end our turn again. Will that be enough to bring us over the top? Okay, they're coming after us. Oh, yes, we've got 107 power against their 78. They've got less units, but they're attacking. It is a hill. Let's just view the battle. So they're coming back out. Yeah, we exhausted more of their frontline troops than what they had. These slots here must be reserved for cavalry. I haven't seen this before, actually. This must be new in the game. Which I like. I like that idea. Okay, they won 1, 2, 3. Oh, we're screwed again. We are screwed again. Okay, we won 1 back. We need all 3 of these. Okay, that's 2. We need 1 more win. No, they got that one. Is it enough for them? Oh, it ended in a draw. Okay, that might still be okay. Yeah, we're struggling, but hopefully that will still work. So we're now down to 87. They're down to 65. We'll view the battle. Oh, not good. I mean, we did exhaust some of theirs as well. Right, let's just see how we go here. They do have the advantage. Stalemate. The stalemate. And we won that one. We may... I don't think we've got the pursuit. I think it's still another draw. Yep, so another draw this time. We have to win by 3 to force the issue. Oh, and we killed... I think we killed their general. Yes, we did. Great. Okay, that was an attacking 2 general. So we should get them this next phase. Okay, here we go. This is the 3rd phase. So they no longer have the general. We've still got our 2 defense. That's going to make all the difference. Okay, here we go again. So we've still got palace guards and things coming in. We've still got an advantage. We've got the extra 2 rolls. Yep, slight win for us. Even. And we killed their guys. That's good. Oh, yeah, here we go. Here we go. Yep, with their general falling, it's given us the advantage here. Oops, we lost that one. And won that one. So, yeah, we've won it. And that should then give us the castle, or the city, I think. I think we did it, guys. I think we did it. Wow, that was a tight run affair. Yeah, we got it. Phew, 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 phew. That's good. And we're now a glorious monarchy. So we're doing well. And we've now smashed ahead of Athens. So in the rivalry between Athens and us, that's going to we're now going to be ahead of them by quite some distance too. Our money is still a problem. Okay, so garrison Argalides, it did not go without losses, so mostly Troy actually didn't, but the result is all the same. Argalide power is broken, even if a few ships and soldiers are still not surrendering. For this success, the kings are granting you extra legacy points and will immediately order the levy of Perikoi in Argalide. Hostages will happily will prove handy here. Now, we actually don't want them because the money is still going to be a big, big problem. But it may just allow us to keep on rolling over the top of these other troops. Yeah, okay, that was a good turn for us. Okay, Athens is on the verge of forming an empire of a sort, despite their weak military. We must counterbalance this threat rapidly. Councils warn you that as soon as the Aki, whatever they are, decided that will be the best course of actions for Sparta. In addition to the council notification, there will be entry into the reports tab of the nation panel. Yep, okay, that's right. Decisions. Okay. Sparta was reformed and is now known as the Glorious Monarchy of Sparta. Brilliant. So that then takes us up to the next level. We've still got to get to. We've still got to go up into an empire. That's our next progression, if we can do it. We're not going to do it in this sitting though. Now this is the Boeotian League. Wow, that was so hard. Merge that one across. Actually, they don't have any more forces left. Okay, let's have a look and see what we've got here. They're not even that unhappy, these people. What are they thinking? All right, so we've got abandoned palace. That was going to cause a lot of decadence, unfortunately. Major harbours. We've got the solid walls. I'll grab the food, I think. Oh, 8. We get 31 equipment here. Actually, that one there, that is definitely the one we want to go for. Now, money. It's hardly going to do anything. Let's just bring those down, bring those back up. So 25 turns there. I don't care about the growth here at all. Yeah, 9 turns for that one. Still -7. Two turns for this one. Okay, that gets us slightly positive. Damn, I just can't afford this. I would like it, I just can't afford it. I think what I'll do is I'll get rid of some of these. I'll just make it so I just select a few of them. Actually, they're all pretty high level. Get the 2 new guys. We'll disband those. So I'll disband next group, next turn. That way I can then afford to get the next Spartan hoplite from here. Yep, that sort of will work, I think. And we'll just keep on marching across into here. All right. Great victory. Yep, so that's good. Treasure has been plundered. Okay, so we did gain 62 money. That was useful. Okay, our guy is getting quite old. Okay, that's fine. All right, we'll just end our turn here. Okay, the siege will be quick in this case. We're still at the top of this tree here, actually. This is fantastic. That means we can actually reshuffle. I didn't think we'd still be up there. Okay, we haven't been playing diplomatically, so we're not going to be able to convince anyone to create like a league. That's not going to happen. I just want to stay where we are here. I've only got one wall. Move that one across. Yeah, this is cool. Okay, we actually do have because whatever the most expensive units are, we don't actually pay upkeep on. I'll still keep it where it is. This is looking good though. This is looking good. So we're on the way back. We're on the way back. Yeah, we don't need to do anything else. There's another good general that's come to service. Oh, we've got General Andronicus. He's now available as well. He's a level 2 attacker. I think I'll still keep Leonidas in charge, even though we do actually have some other good generals now. This one here, another wilderness expert. I'll keep him where he is. Have a quick look down through here. So, yep, 2 turns away from building there, 8 turns from there, and then we should hopefully get this one fairly soon. And then that will be the end of Argos. Kratzenstein saying, "Hey Daz, the guy who lets my wallet bleed by playing all these awesome games." This is an incredible game, isn't it? Like the depth in this game, it's just amazing. Yeah, so actually I forgot to move my guys around. I don't need to. I can just leave it where it is. Leave it where it is. Now, how we go? Looked at a few casualties. They've still got 8 defenders. I'm not going to do the same mistake as last time. There is actually a combat group. Philemon. We'll most likely need to attack back this way. This Argos now actually owns this territory. Okay, so we'll go after that next. So they may be moving across. That's going to be fine. It's got wolves. I love this. I love how they've done this. So to remove the wolves, you need at least 50 combat power with 10% chance per turn, or the presence of an archery, master Fletcher, or watchtower. It just makes sense. It's just so cool. So yeah, I love these impediments and bonuses. Actually, we had a good one here. We had a waterfall. Just gives us more food and infrastructure. It certainly makes this one a bit easier to sort of manage. We're getting a lot of money from there. Money is also... We're okay with the money, which isn't too bad. Yep, some more decisions. That's okay. We'll just end our turn there. So if anyone has any questions or wants to sort of see anything, just let me know. You need some cavalry, says Grog. Actually, we do. We do need some cavalry, particularly if those outside slots are what I think they are now in the actual fighting. So here we go. They're actually coming in. We've got 126 combat power. How the hell did we get that? Against their 40. Yeah, they do have this little advantage with the cavalry. It gives them the flanking maneuver. It actually is winning them the battles. It looks like this is reserved for cavalry. Interesting. Yeah, I desperately need cavalry in this case. Now, we've got a minimum roll of 7. We have an extra roll, so we shouldn't have any troubles here. Whoa! They killed us off, damn it. Okay, so we must have only had one health point there. So that's one that they've won. Oh, lucky. That was lucky. Jeez, we're not doing well here, guys. This is not making sense. This is not making sense. Okay. Next round. Our combat power is heaps more. It's their cavalry that's actually making the difference here. Very, very interesting. I didn't know about this change. It's really cool. It makes the cavalry so much more useful in this game. In fact, if you don't have them, you're in trouble. Uh-oh. Gee, we're just holding on there. Yep, got this one. That's good. Come on, we need the wins. It still counts as a win to us, I think. Oops. Defend, which is good. It's a loss. It's a win. That's good. It's a win. Yeah, we've got them now. No matter what happens here, I think. Ooh, we just held on. Pursuit. Excellent. Okay, so we're bleeding forces, but we are winning. We are winning attacks. They didn't come out to end the siege. Right, we're going to need to get more forces. Definitely need to get cavalry. Absolutely have to get cavalry now. So Shogoth is saying the battles are fully automatic. You have no control. No, these aren't, but you can take them out from here into Field of Glory 2. And that's these sorts of battles would be great in Field of Glory 2. They'd just be like if you had any sort of worries. But it's just the system in this game itself is so quick. It actually works really well as well. So having that choice is really, really valuable. You might have found a new ally. The Boeotian League proposed we form an alliance. Whoa, okay, we'll view that one. Let's do that. I didn't realise that we actually have any friends. They're proposing an actual alliance. Yeah, absolutely. I didn't realise that they were probably at war. We'll agree. We'll agree. I just assumed that we were had everyone against us. Excellent. Okay, well that's going to be good. That's a very unexpected turn of events. I'm guessing that they must be. Yeah, they're at war with Athens. Persia, they're at war with. Where's Persia now? Persia must still be back in here. This will be Persia, I guess. Yeah, it's not quite to there just yet. Not quite threatening us. Okay, that was good. Good decision. Okay, he's now 80 years old and degrading. New regional decision, naval support. Form the Peloponnesian League. You have 28 turns left to achieve this mission. I don't think we can do it. We've come good though. It's that little group back at the back there. Oh, that's the Boeotians. Oh no, this is this guy. All right, so we're going to merge him in with this group. So he now just becomes one of the other fighters for this other form, and let this one build up again before we actually get anyone else. That then should allow us to now go and grab this as well. But in the meantime, we'll just go and sit here. Yeah, so the battle system, it is designed as a WeGo system, so there's a lot of games that sort of do that, particularly games that sort of do focus on getting things done fairly quickly or with multiplayer, and so the actual battle system in this one, it does work. I love it because it's just so simple, but still works where you've still got to plan. Actually, one thing we've got to do is to get cavalry. Now, they've come back out, combat power of 20 against our 108. I don't think they're going to have any cavalry, if they do, actually, but they don't have enough to spread across the line. Right. Destroy that one, that's good. That's the palace guards gone finally. Yes. Even exhausted. Actually, I don't think they were exhausted. Yep, just smashing these now. Right. Domination. Is that Athens? Yep, Athens is back out there. We've dropped a bit there, but that's okay. We're still up there. Great, we've secured the alliance. Now formally allied, that's good. They've still got the 8 left in here. They got walls up? Oh, there's unbreached walls, north of 1. Okay, so we can just attack this whenever we feel like it. I think we'll do that now. What have they got in there? Oh, they've still got palace guards. Yeah, the siege should end fairly fast. Let's just go and get ourselves some cavalry. Nothing there. And nothing here, unfortunately. Okay, so we need stables. We need stables or a stable master. Walls we don't want. Blacksmith. Yeah, we'll grab that one. And back in through here, I've still got 2 more turns for the... I did actually have a chance to get a stud before as well. I could have got stables. I haven't taken them up. All right. Okay, so ruler Alexandris is now dead in bed from old age. His last meeting with his councillors was about finding a worthy successor. So here we go. We've got Lavis, bad military. That's not good. But missionary. So he's good for converting, but we're not getting enough territory to make it viable. So have a quick look at our decisions. We've got a lot we can now do. Forced march, we don't need to do that one. Implant trade settlements, I'm not going to do that around here. Motivate troops. Yeah, I should have done that before we went on the attack. Maybe I could even do that and attack there, but I don't think I'll bother. I'll just leave that one alone. Naval support. No, we don't need that. Prospect for resources or recruit local units. Nope, we won't do any of those. New ruler, that's fine. And we've dropped our... I think that's probably why we dropped the culture a little bit. Alright, we'll end our turn there. Without that cavalry, we do need those, like at least 2 cavalry. Yeah, so we didn't inflict any casualties. This one's still not quite where it needs to be. It's only got 1 hit. I'm just going to let that heal up before we actually take them in. So we'll end it there. We'll just do 1 more turn. Argos can't really do much else now. They're pretty much at the end. Beres is saying it's a crowded area. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. If there's anything you guys want to see before, before we finish the session, we've got 15 minutes. Let me know if you want to sort of see anything. Let's see how Persia's going. Lydia's actually holding on fairly well. Babylon's fallen. Yeah, so Persia's just smashed it through here. They're sort of now at the edges of India. That's amazing. It's amazing how Persia goes in this game. And back in through here, we've inflicted a few casualties against the defenders. Now this could mean, yeah, these guys are all a bit weaker, the urban militia. These are still very, very strong. They've got a very good defender. I just can't afford to do it. I can't afford to go in. I've got an epidemic back over this side. Okay, well, we'll just waste another couple of turns and just sort of see if we can somehow crack those other guys. Now that's our ally, I think. Yep, Boeotian League. They're allied with us. Still on that top rung. You might worry about that one. Actually, one thing we should have a look at is Athens. Diplomacy. There's absolute hatred there. I can't remember where you find the where it's got the information about the rivalry. Objectives, yeah, it won't be that one. Nation traits overview. Interesting, they're becoming second though in legacy, which is interesting. Yeah, I forget how you find out about the legacy. It's in here, rivalry. Here we go. So in the middle there, you can see rivalry. Athens and Sparta fight for supremacy over the Hellenistic world, especially Greece. Between these two nations, whoever has the most legacy regions or ships gains random benefits. The other two random penalties. So the others random penalties. This won't apply if both nations are at war with Persia. So we're not at war with Persia. So we will be picking up. We should be picking up little benefits every so often, just because of our rivalry. Yeah, so that's all the extra stuff that we actually have. So that's actually fairly good. It's not giving us a number there though. That's all right. Okay, so these defenders, until these start to sort of disintegrate, food is not a problem for them. What I might do is I might go and raise another troop here now. Oh, there we go. Great. We've got rid of the palace from here. That's excellent. And we can now build as well. Nothing much there. We can get the large walls. Actually, I thought we already had large walls. We've got solid walls. Yeah, we get a third wall there if we wanted it. It's going to be extra decadence. We don't want it. Oh, here's the stud. Here we go. Gets horses. Done. That's a no-brainer. All right, so we grab that one. I didn't even see that at the top there. Just quickly sort of rattle through these. Hi, Surtur and Camistar. Just dropping a little bit. I've got to be careful of this. I don't want to be going, too far down. New decision is available. So emergency levy. No, we don't need that one. Just go back to the ownership overlays. Yep. So these guys have got combat power 48 against our 98. I just don't like it because they've got that great defender. Plus they're inside. It should be quick. It's saying. Before we get this one. 2 more turns. Maybe look, I've got 10 minutes. I'll go a little bit longer. I just don't want to waste my forces yet again by attacking that. I think we're going to have to go in. I'll wait. Hopefully we can get some damage done. Yeah, these guys have bounced right back up to 14 again. We need to inflict some damage here. Nothing we can do here. We don't have anything that's going to do it. We don't want to liberate any regions. Definitely don't want to do that. Okay, so we'll suppress. Yeah, we can't do that one just yet. Right, we'll end our turn again. Did not manage to inflict casualties. So we've got the other unit here now. It's going to take me 2 turns to get across there. So we picked up another token. So 3 until we can do it. We've got we've got less than 10 minutes, so we'll just keep on going. Yeah, nice big unit here. Or to land. I might do this. I might just do a. Actually, what I will do is I'll bring this one across. I'll just do it fairly quickly. I'll just race forward. Probably should have done forced march, but anyway. Wait for that one to come back in. How are we going with our build? Okay, so in here we could now get... Oh, no, we still can't do it. We need stables. So it's not just a stud. Commercial port. It's not really worth getting that one. Let's just wait until we can get some sort of stables coming through. Put those up there. End our turn. Combine these, and we'll just go in and just do this last assault and finish off the session. Okay, we're up to 3. We're nearly up to the level 3. We've done well in the legacy side of things. We just didn't do very well militarily at the start. All right, so we've got this one here. We'll merge that one with the other one. Okay, that gives us 3. Now we'll go to our regional decisions. And so we've got the motivate troops. All units in the region with at least 1 experience level will get +1 attack and +1 defense in the next turn. Done. It does say it has a way to turn for it. We'll trigger next turn. I don't know if that means it'll trigger now. I'm assuming it must be now. All right, so let's just go for it. It does say next turn. Motivate troops next turn. Okay, let's just wait a turn in that case. Oh, actually, they've suffered a lot. Screw it. We'll go in. We'll assault. So we've actually inflicted a few casualties against defenders. We've got to do that one now. We've got to go in now. So we'll order the assault. And yep, he's still actually in charge. That's fine. That one's fine down through there. Here we go. Okay, so yep, so we've got a combat power of 139 against 25, but they've got a defender of 2, and that's going to be worth a lot. Okay, we've got a slight advantage, but they have the advantage with their die rolls. Even. Stalemate. Good, we won that one and destroyed it. That's great. Yeah, our quality should be above theirs for these peripheral units. Well, we even won that one. That's good. All right, we've got them. We have got them. Yep, that's not a problem for us. Okay, we finally get this one back. And Argos is now just down to 1 territory. Still got a few minutes, so let's just see if we can somehow march across there and finish that one off. I don't know if we can. Actually, we're nearly up to the top rung. Glorious monarchy. If we can get there, actually I can get there. Done. Right, we'll smash that one next. They're building sanitation. That one's still coming. Just quickly gets whatever. Got archery, we don't need that. Again, I'd prefer to be getting some sort of stable so we can get the horsemen, the cavalry. All right, so we'll just go. I won't click on all these because we are running too far out of time. So let's just go and finish this one off. This will then get us also up into the tier 3. So this will be a good way for us to finish off. Here we go. 123 versus 30. They do have cavalry. We'll tie that one out, which is good. We shouldn't have any real issues here, I don't think. As you can sort of see, there's a lot in the game. Like the game's got a lot to like about it. Ooh, we just held on. Stalemate. Ooh, they won that one. This may be a draw. Oh, no, I think we got them. Yep, we got them. That will be the end of Argos. I think we destroyed their general. Yes, we did. Milan. So just processing the turn. But it's a great game. Great game. There we go. We've now got 5. Don't know why we can't go to the next level. Been plundered. New objective back up through there. Right, so Argos. So we should be able to dominate them. If we click on peace, we can now sort of ask for how we want them to this to sort of work. I think we'll absorb the nation. They're not going to accept that. Have they got any choice? What have they got left? Let's not do that one. Just cancel that one. Oh, they're still part of this alliance with Athens and Gallipolis. That's why they're going to hold on. Yeah, so we'd need to then go and march against Athens and defeat Athens, get them out of the fight, to then be able to then go back and grab this, which we're not going to be able to do in the time. I won't order an assault. Anyway, guys, we've run out of time, so I'll leave it there. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. As I say, it's a great addition, and even just if you've only got the base game, the extra little bits and pieces that come with these regional decisions. I'm glad that we got to use a fair few of these in this particular one. Oh, there's Art of Siege, which is a new one as well. Yeah, these are really cool additions to the game, as well as the things, for example, like the impediments and the bonuses, like we're sort of seeing down through here, like with the waterfalls and stuff like this. So there's just a whole lot of other nice stuff, which also then means that every time you play the game, it's going to play a little bit differently. So it does have that really nice balance between random, like a random aspect to it, like procedural generation, along with pretty much historical accuracy as well in terms of the actual simulation. So it's really, really cool. Anyway, guys, going to leave it there. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.